going to take you live now to Irv White, who is at David Koresh's grandmother's house. Irv?
Yeah, Bob, you know, Jean Holub just a few moments ago asked us to come outside as she wanted to spend some time getting some rest, something she has not had a chance to do. You know, all along she's been very, very adamant about the fact had she been allowed to go in to see her grandson in Waco, David Koresh, that she felt like she could have brought about a peaceful end to all of this.
Watched all of it. I think they call it the tower.
These were not pleasant pictures for Jean Holub to watch. The Branch Davidian compound near Waco burning to the ground before her very eyes. And hopes of her grandson, David Koresh, surviving were not high.
Oh, I don't feel better about it. I'd feel better if I could go in and gut him out without any of this mess.
Yes, I can hear you. We are here in the...
They didn't want him to come out. They wanted to kill him.
You heard the comments from Jean Holub. With me now is James Brannon, who is Jean's attorney, and you've been here all morning with Mrs. Holub. This has not been a peaceful situation at all.
It's a tragedy of immense dimensions, I think.
What do you think could have been? Do you feel like the FBI has overreacted here? Of course, there are reports that that cult members, in fact, set the fires.
Yes, and I think it's too early for us to decide that issue until we see more of the evidence. But on the assumption that they did start the fire, the question then becomes what's happened that pushed them over that edge, and there are grave questions that some of us have about the tactics of the government that would lead to such an ending of that kind.
You've been fighting for Mrs. Holub to be allowed to go in. Why wasn't she allowed to go in there?
I certainly do wish I knew the answer to that. I have never been given an adequate answer.
Do you have any speculation?
Well, I guess it's sort of like if the government is on a certain track and they're following a certain method, they don't have or didn't demonstrate, to me at least, the ability to shift gears, to go another direction, to try something else. And I think that was a mistake on their part. I think they should have let her go in. I think she should have been able to try, and I think it might have brought about a different result than what we've seen.
So what now for Mrs. Holub? Does she plan to go back up to Waco still?
Well, she's going to go back for sure and see the place. We don't know yet whether her grandson is alive or any of the children that may be, in fact, related to her, if we understand, if the facts turn out to be as have been described to us. So that she will go back and look at it like a lot of us will, with a tragic sense of loss and of waste and a profound sadness.
If, in fact, some cult members did set the fire, that would that heighten your hopes that perhaps there are more than the 25 or 30 survivors that they estimate?
I don't know what conclusions I could draw from it. I would have no idea where the 25 came from. Did they stream out the back when the front was burning? I just really don't know. We've heard about tunnels under there, and people might be able to survive in tunnels. We just don't know. I couldn't guess any better than you could.
Okay. Mr. Brannon, thank you very much.
Thank you.
That's James Brannon, the attorney for Jean Holub, who, as we said, is getting some much needed and much deserved rest. It has not been a peaceful time here in Northwest Houston. Back to you, Bob.
All right, Irv, thank you.